So somebody told me today that we finally got AIM-9E missiles on the Phantom. But you can't carry any guns. Even though there's room in the middle. There's a whole rack that's unoccupied. But we can't take guns. We can only take AIM-9E's. Well, it took them out. Thinking, oh wait, missiles are actually pretty scary this patch. Well, we just got a crit, and that's about the extent of what's gonna happen this game. So I'm just going to show you real quick how this went, because it did not go that well. Unfortunately, 2 out of 4 of the missiles kind of tracked, and then the other 2 just kind of did their own thing. I don't know. I don't understand if it's a Gaijin thing. This could be a me thing. Maybe I should be firing them closer, but I don't want to get that close. Not in the Phantom. I'm fast. I don't need to get close. That missile didn't do jack. 2 missiles down, 2 to go. So far, all we've got is a crit. And that guy hasn't crashed yet, and I think he's still flying around, no problem. This isn't very good, guys. This is not looking good for the Phantom. You know, Gaijin put this thing out, and okay, I understand why they put the aim indicator low, because the gun pods are low, etc., yada yada. This plane was never meant to be a full-fledged dogfighter. It's a fast plane. It's a speedy boy. There's meant to be nothing that could catch it. This thing will do Mach 2.2. And that's how it was used in real life. So if any of you guys are expecting this, you know, to sit there and turn fight MiGs, well, you're sorely wrong. I hope you're not, though. So that was an attempt at Missile 3, but because I had to maneuver a little bit, I wasn't able to get the shot. Thankfully, the friendly got him. So let's move on. We got another one. This should be a nice, easy shot. So we have a little bit of distance to it, but I'm leading the shot. The guy probably doesn't see where it's coming. And all he has to do is just a slight turn. And that's it. He dodged that very, very easily. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Yeah, I probably could be getting a little bit closer, but I have issues because this right here, this plane does not turn well. So if you want to stay fast and get the missiles off, you're not going to be able to do it when you're up close and you're fast, because it does not maneuver enough. And then when you try to maneuver, you're going to be sitting there pulling high G's. So AIM-9E's, they're not a viable option. So here's Missile 4. I lost my lock. I'm getting up nice and close. This is what I was hoping for, is getting nice and close. I got the lock, got the tone, launch, and it just... I don't know what that was. What just happened? Like right as I fired it, if you notice, the missile indicator the lock indicator kind of drifted off. So let's just say right now, unless they buff AIM-9E's or they do something a little bit different, let's not be taking AIM-9E's out. At least not unless we get a gun pod to supplement them, to help things out. It's just not viable, especially when you run out of missiles. I'm a sitting duck. So that was the gist of game 1, and now this is game 2. So I did something a little different. I was messing around. I was trying to get the widest, brutalist, most shotgun spread out of these 3 gun pods. If you haven't noticed, we're maintaining Mach now. This was an issue with the Phantom. We're a lot faster now. Before, I don't think we could maintain Mach, at least not down on the deck. And we spawned with Mach 1.08 in an air spawn. No, that's not broken at all. No. But so we tried this out, and I knew going into this that I was not going to be doing that well. I didn't expect anything special out of literally game 2. I have exactly 4 games on this aircraft now. I flew 1 or 2 games on day 1. I said, screw it, this aircraft sucks. I put it to bed. And then today, I flew 2 matches. This is game 2. So we spawned, we're climbing up. I'm trying to grab a little bit of altitude. I don't want to go that high. I don't prefer going that high in supersonics, because the higher you go, the less maneuverable you are. And everything that you know about supersonics, you know, it's whale wars. They're not very maneuverable. And so all that is amplified the higher you go. On top of that, the F-4 Phantom, thankfully now it's faster on deck, especially than a MiG-19. MiG-19s are scary, but they can't do supersonic on the deck. So if I stay down here, I can outrun them, which is what I need to survive this match. And so you see, I decided not to go up to them, just in case somebody wants to drop down on me. I'm just trying to stay around supersonic. I'm going to make an approach on this MiG-19. He sees it, he turns towards me, and so I dodge a shot. And I just keep flying away, because that's about all the F-4 Phantom can do. You're never going to turn with anything. Well, just wait. Honestly, I kind of preyed on this guy. I kind of set him up. See this MiG-19 coming at me right now? I'm not going that fast. I could dive out, but he's still going to have a really good chance of catching me. So I said, screw it. All right, let's see what we can do. He's launching a missile at me. Easy dodge. They don't track that well. Plus, I'm heading towards the sun right now. That's really handy. If you guys ever need any tips on how to dodge missiles, fly towards the sun because they're going to track the sun. Anyways, I realize he's catching on me, and I don't really have a lot of help, and I don't want to sit here and have to turn and run away from him all day. So Missile 2 is launched. Easy dodge. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and bleed as much speed as I can. This is a very, very, very dumb maneuver. Very dumb maneuver. I don't think he was expecting it. So I get 0 throttle. Dropping down. He's going to overshoot because that thing doesn't maneuver that well when he's going supersonic. And we reversed him. And now I can't maneuver worth a crap, but I can follow him. I can follow him straight up. And the only thing I can do is hope that he just continues to go straight up, which he kind of does. And he's really, really slow right now. And look at this spray. Look at this spray. Bye-bye. And that was when I realized I had a little hope for this match. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and dive back out. I'm going to get supersonic. I don't want to get caught off guard. I've got 2 MiG-19s above me, and they are very likely, well, makes that 1 MiG-19 who's very likely to catch me. Old Condor Brazil up here, he's kind of preoccupied. I'm thinking, well, maybe this is a shot, so I turn back towards him. I know I have good power in a vertical. May not be maneuverable, but maybe I can catch him off guard. So I turn back in towards him, and I start climbing, and I go straight up. And this thing doesn't do too bad straight up. Now, you're not going to out-climb a MiG-19, so don't try it if somebody's behind you. But it gives me an opportunity to try and take a shot, and I just unload in the head-on, and unfortunately, I can't hit him. Oh, it's painful. It's very, very painful. But at this point, it's not a big deal, so I just dive back down, grab some speed, and we're going to reset, and we're going to try this again. This is very, very boring gameplay. But it kind of worked. So we're picking up a little bit more speed. Condor's coming back towards me. I line up, getting ready to spray, but I see he's pulling up. And I said, screw it, let's see what happens. I thought maybe he'd have more speed than me going up, but he actually bled a little bit more than I thought, and I definitely was not set up to be able to make that shot. Dumb move number 2. Don't do this, guys. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. Thought maybe I could get in on him in round 2, but nope, that was not happening. Decided this is a good time to say sayonara. So we drop our nose and get the hell out of here. Get the flaps in, get the wings clean, and drop the nose. He's still somewhat level. It's going to take him a while to get his nose back down from this. And he finally does, and now he's going to launch a missile at me. And thankfully, I'm fast enough I can dodge that. But at this point, he is not going to catch up. Sayonara. We're through supersonic, down to the deck. We're going to break 1.10. We're going to level out because there's no way in hell MiG-19 is going to catch me doing Mach 1.1. Not on the deck. And we go and we try and help our team. So fast forward, moving along, you see we can haul some major balls right now. Not even a J7 or MiG-21 can keep up with this thing on the deck now. So we're heading up here and we're going to help out our team. F-100s are struggling a little bit. The MiG-19s definitely run circles around them. The MiG-21, he's definitely been turning a little bit. Knowing a MiG-21 is going to bleed a lot of energy in a turn. So we line up, we try and get the shot real quick, and he is gone. Yeah, that's broken. That's just a little broken. But we're still hauling balls. That MiG-19 that was chasing me before, he doesn't seem to be anywhere. So I'm keeping my head on a swivel, just making sure. But we're going to go ahead and turn around. I'm in the sun right now. I know I'm probably not spotted for half of these guys. We're going to turn back in, see if we can get a couple more. So as I'm coming out of this turn, I see a MiG-21 and a MiG-19. MiG-21's really not that scary, especially if he's been fighting somebody else and turning. So we're looking at the MiG-19, try and get a pass on him. Drop our nose, take a long distance spray. Looks like that might have sparked, but the second one did not. 3 down. At this point, I know that there's just a MiG-21 down here. He's, like I said, probably going to be slow, so we try and set up for an approach. Unfortunately, he's trying to stay under me. I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but it's going to make for a difficult approach. So I'm looking for him to straighten out. There he straightens out a little bit. That gives me the room to make the approach. And so we're dropping in, see if we can take care of him. We're not doing mock, but we will be soon. We take a long distance spray, and unfortunately, that little bit of high, that little bit of rudder right there kind of screwed me. I didn't realize that I hit my teammate, and he calls me out for it. It doesn't even say that I hit him. It doesn't say it at all. But he's giving me hell for it, and I'm really sorry, dude. Muddles, I owe you a beer. I'm really sorry, dude. That was kind of uncontrolled spray, but that is probably the dangers of running this. Sorry, dude. But the MiG-21, he is not going to keep up. We know he's been turning, and so we drop back down, and we're going to go ahead and try and finish him off. Going a little slow, but we're going to pick our speed back up. In the dive now, burners on. We're going to blow right through supersonic. We are now Mach 1.04. Not much is going to keep up with us at this point. Looking for him. There he is, solo wing. He's kind of turning towards me a little bit. We're going to try and line it up, see if we can get him. Nice heavy spray. Crit, which is going to be the end of him. So he will die eventually. I'm going to go ahead and pull our nose up here. It's about this time I hear something else coming. It's another MiG-19. Thankfully, he was going for the F-100. He probably could have easily popped me there, and I don't know why. Maybe he didn't see me. Maybe I wasn't spotted. But we're going to pull in behind him. Already breaking into the Mach cloud. There's Mach 1, Mach 1.02. This plane is actually really fast now, and I love it, and that makes it absolutely viable. We're going to do some long-distance sprays here because guess what? These guns are absolutely scary. So well, I'm not really exactly sure what he's doing. I think he's waiting for me to get close so he can reverse me, overshoot. I don't know. MiG-21's setting up. Looks like he wants to drop back down on me, but I don't think it's going to work for him. A little bit more spray. And we're going to throw even a little bit more spray at him. And there it is. Double kill? Nah, that was just a MiG-21 dying at the same time. MiG-19, MiG-21 down. That is pretty much the end of the match. There is one more MiG-19, the guy from the beginning that we were fighting, and he decided to go to space. I don't know if he was out of fuel or whatever, but it's not worth showing. He ends up running, and I end up catching him, and he ends up overspeeding. But that wasn't that bad. Now it relies on a team for sure. The only thing that's really saving this aircraft right now is its top speed, and that's exactly what it should have been to start with. I'm really disappointed that Gaijin nerfed this plane going into 1.91. I really wished, if anything, if they wanted to bring balance, they should have actually buffed the MiG-21 a little bit, which they did. And there's the guy in space. I'm not going to worry about this, guys. Let me know what you think. If you think this is a viable way to fly the Phantom, you know, I'm going to try it a couple more matches. This is literally match 4. My first 2 matches, day 1, were not a good experience. My first match today was with AIM-9E's, not a good experience. This, 100 meters vertical targeting with 3 gun pods. Oh, and you take the modification for the upgrades on the 20mm guns, and you turn it off. And that increases the spread. This is absolute cancer. Like, this is, I hate to say that this is the way to play the plane, but it's the only way to make it viable. So let me know what you think, guys. You asked me to do something on this aircraft. I've been a little hesitant on it because everybody's making videos on this plane. But here you are. This is literally, you know, since I picked it back up, this is literally the second game. People asked me to try the AIM-9E's, not good. So questions, comments, leave them. I will try to answer them. And without further ado, thanks for watching. We'll do some more later. See you around, guys.